Namam Vishnupadaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swaminiti Namine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. So today we'll discuss the first verse of Damodarāṣṭakaṁ. Very, very deep, very beautiful, very sweet, and obviously very melodious. If I sing, then it's not. But then we have nice singers, who will sing, and then it will be very nice. So this Damodarāṣṭakaṁ, which we have, the origin of Damodarāṣṭakaṁ. So in Padma Puran, we have many personalities whose description is given, and we understand that Satyavrata Muni is speaking to Narada Muni, and he is speaking to Shaunaka Rishi. So Shaunakadi Rishis, who are there, so he is speaking to them. So it is described that when Satyavrata Muni was speaking, so at that time, this Damodarāṣṭakaṁ manifested from his lotus mouth. And if I'm not wrong, Satyavrata Muni is the same personality, who participated in that pastime where Matsya avatar manifested. So very, very deep and a very absorbed devotee. Because these verses of Damodarāṣṭakaṁ, it cannot be chanted by some Tom, Dick and Harry of this world. He has to be a very deep, absorbed person who is able to see the Leela, who is able to perceive the Leela. And he is that personality, Satyavrata Muni. So these 8 verses, it is described in Hari Bhakti Vilas, that anyone in the month of Kartik recites these 8 verses and offers ghee lamp to Lord Damodar, that devotee becomes very dear to Damodar. Why? Because in this month, whoever observes the month of Kartik, which is the month of Srimati Radharani, so since he is respecting this month and observing this month, so he is respecting Srimati Radharani, serving her, and since Radharani is dear to Krishna, so that devotee who is respecting Radharani and observing this month of Kartik Vrata, he also becomes very dear to Krishna. So congratulations to all of you. Whoever is starting the Vrata today, congratulations. Get ready to become very dear to Krishna and Srimati Radharani. This first verse of Damodarāṣṭakaṁ is very nice, and we can go on and on and on about this. We'll see how much we can cover. The first line says, namāmīśvaram sac-cid-ānanda-rūpam. Now, for your information, what is happening in the first verse? Let's try to understand. So, in the first verse, Satyavrata Muni is actually chanting Mangalacharan prayers. So, Mangalacharan is chanted before we start any auspicious activity. So, you might have seen that whenever we start the class, we chant Mangalacharan prayers. Whenever any author, he writes a book, the first thing is Mangalacharan prayers. You see, Prabhupada also, in Bhagavad Gita introduction, he gives elaborate Mangalacharan prayers. So like that, we'll have Mangalacharan prayers first, where the author of the book or the speaker of the class, he will offer prayers to invoke auspiciousness and to invoke all the possible blessings of the Vaishnavas of the Lord. So here we understand it's Mangalacharan. So in Chaitanya Charitamrita it is given, there are 3 types of Mangalacharan. Very beautiful shloka. Se Mangalacharan haya trividha prakara vastu nirdesha ashirvada namaskara. So there are 3 types of Mangalacharan. The first one is called as vastu nirdesha. Now vastu nirdesha means the author is making it very clear what is the objective of the book. What is the objective of the composition? He makes it very clear. Vastu nirdesha. Second is ashirvada. So the author or the speaker or the poet who is writing the song, So he gives Ashirvad that whoever reads this book, whoever reads this prasanga, whoever sings this song will get so and so merits in their spiritual life. That is called as Ashirvada. And third type is called as Namaskara. So the author, he pays obeisance and seeks blessings of the Lord, of the devotees, so that he can complete the work very nicely. So in this way, there are three types of Mangalacharan. Vastu Nirdesh, then we have Ashirvad, and before that, and after that, Namaskar. So Vastu Nirdesh, Ashirvad and Namaskar. And here we see, what is Satyavrat Muni doing in the first line? What is he doing? So Namaha, Namami, he is offering obeisances, Namaskar. So this is the third type of Mangalacharan that Satyavrat Muni is now following. And this entire entire Damodarāṣṭakaṁ prayers, we find it in this book called Hari Bhakti Vilas. And Sanatana Goswami is quoting in this Hari Bhakti Vilas. And he is giving this entire Damodarāṣṭakaṁ, which is sung by this great personality, Satyavrat Muni. Now, when Sanatana Goswami is writing this book, Hari Bhakti Vilas, he writes his own Mangalacharan. Because now this Mangalacharan that we are talking about is whose Mangalacharan? Satyavrat Muni's. But when Sanatana Goswami is writing the book Hari Bhakti Vilas, he is writing his own Mangalacharan. And in that he says, Likhyate Bhagavata Bhakti Vilasya Yatha Mati Tika Dig Darshani Nama Tada Ekam Sharta Bodhini. So here it is said that Likhyate Bhagavata Bhakti Vilasyasya Yathamati. So he's saying that this entire commentary that I'm giving, that is just part of Hari Bhakti Vilas. And the name that he's giving is Dig Darshani Tika. Tika means commentary. Dig Darshani is what is the name that Sanatana Goswami is given. And in this commentary of Dig Darshani Tika, Sanatana Goswami is describing elaborately and is commenting on Damodarāṣṭakaṁ. 8 verses of Damodarāṣṭakaṁ, and he is revealing various inner secrets of these different words in these 8 verses of Damodarāṣṭakaṁ. Very, very beautiful. Now, he is saying that, why do I write this book? If someone is asking him, why do I write this book? So he is saying that I'm writing this book to describe the activities of the Lord. See, to be frank, in our life, we have only one way to purify ourselves. That is, glorify the Lord. Therefore, we glorify the Lord to purify ourselves. So he's saying that I'm writing this book to glorify the Lord. Now, second thing, why else you're writing this book? So here it is said, I'm writing this book to please their lordships. Now, always remember, when we glorify the Lord, Lord is very pleased. Lord is very pleased with all the devotees. Lord is very pleased, with the person who is glorifying. And Lord is also very pleased if the audience is very attentively hearing. Yeah. Because Lord sees that this devotee is sincerely hearing about me because he wants to purify himself and come back to me. So Lord is very pleased. And it is described, Shrunvatam svakatha Krishna punya shravana kirtanat ridhantastoya badhrani vidunoti surutsatam. In first canto, we get this first canto, second chapter shloka, we have this, where it's described that anyone who hears the glories of the Lord, what happens? Lord personally cleanses their heart. And in the month of Kartik, Lord is much more active in the form of Damodar, running around here and there and cleansing the heart of devotees. Therefore, in this month, wherever we have programs, I would request, don't miss. Hear Krishna Katha as much as possible. Sing the glories of the Lord and purify the heart. Now, someone might say that you're so fallen. You're a Baddha Jiva of this material world. How can you be successful in this attempt? So, Sanatana Goswami is writing this commentary. He says that I will be successful because I am taking shelter of the Lord. He makes it very clear. I am taking shelter of the Lord. And He is all powerful, He is all merciful. By His mercy, I'll be able to speak, I'll be able to write. This is what is given. Now see, this word namami is very nice. Namāmīśvaram. So he's offering his obeisances. Namaha, Namaskara. So in Bhagavad Gita, multiple times Krishna is demanding, pay obeisance to me. Okay, Krishna, pay obeisance to me. So where all he is saying this? In 9th chapter, Shloka 34, 18th chapter, Shloka 65. 2 times same Shloka, first 2 lines are same. Manmana, bhavamadbhakto, madhyaji, mam namaskuru. Again another place he says, namasyantascha mam bhaktya. Pay obeisance to me. So in this way we see that Lord Himself is expecting that my devotee should pay obeisance to me. Why? Lord feels very nice, no? If someone pays obeisance to Him, his ego is satisfied. Then, when someone falls in front of Him, he gets an opportunity, tathastu, to offer blessings. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, when he was there in Navadvip, it is described that everything was good. He was newly married. He had his mother at home. Everything was going well. Suddenly, why he took sannyas? So it is described that when he started Sankirtan movement, Nagar Sankirtan was going on, people would talk about him. What is this? And they start blaspheming the Supreme Lord. Then he thought, if I take sannyas, then people will fall at my feet. I'll get an opportunity to deliver them. The Supreme Personality of Godhead gave up all the royal opulences, all the luxuries, and He became a sannyasi with bald head and in saffron clothes. Devotees don't like to see that form of the Lord. Therefore, you'll never see Lord Chaitanya or Gauranga worshipped in his sannyas form. But he is worshipped in his form where he has beautiful hair, in color dresses and all the ornaments and the various wonderful garlands that he puts. So in this way, devotees don't like to see sannyas form of the Lord. But he takes sannyas to deliver all those people who are not ready to submit onto him. But only seeing the sannyas dress, okay, they are like, okay, we'll pay obeisance. And Lord is very happy. Oh, okay, you pay obeisance, I'll bless you. I'll deliver you. This is the glory of the Lord. And we see in Chaitanya Charitamrita, Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami, he is also offering his obeisances in his Mangalacharan. So we'll see that every author will write his Mangalacharan. A very beautiful shloka. Please repeat. Vande Shri Krishna Chaitanya Nityananda Sahodito Gaudade Pushpavanto Chitro Shando Tamonudo. He's saying one day. What does that mean? I offer my obeisances. Whom are you offering obeisances to? Shri Krishna Chaitanya and Nityananda Sahodito. So both of them, Gauranga and Nityananda. And here it is said, Gaudadayo Pushpavanto. It is like they have risen from the eastern horizon and they are like the sun and moon. You'll never find sun and moon rising together. But here we see in Navadvip Dham, sun and moon have risen together. That is, Gauranga and Nityananda have manifested themselves together. Chitro Shando Tamonudo. And why they have come? Why they have risen from the horizon? And here it is described, they have risen in the horizon of Gaudadesh only for one reason, to remove all the tamaha, to remove all the darkness. So in this way, he is glorifying the Lord and he is paying his obeisances. So in this way, we understand that how very nicely in the first word namami, Satyavrat Muni is offering his obeisances. Srila Prabhupada writes in one of the purport to first canto that biggest of the biggest offenders can be forgiven when they offer their obeisances. Therefore, it is described that when the person is about to leave the body, talking in the Vedic times, they will offer their obeisances to everyone who has come to see him. And he bids farewell to all of them by paying obeisances and seeking forgiveness, that please forgive me. So this namaskar is a very, very powerful tool, or very, very powerful mudra, or very, very powerful act of showing one's humility or offering one's surrender, manifesting one's humility to attract the mercy of the Lord. And naturally, we will see that all those people who are humble will be able to offer obeisances. Otherwise, we cannot offer obeisances. It is described that all those people who have some qualities in life, they are like the trees with fruits. They will bend. And all those trees which don't have fruit, they'll stand straight. So those people who have divine qualities, naturally they'll bend and take blessings of people. Doesn't matter senior, junior, etc. But those people who are proud, they'll not bend in front of anyone. And they are the ones who are devoid of the blessings of the Vaishnavas and the Lord also. So in this way, Satyavrat Muni is very intelligent. His first thing that he is doing is offering his obeisances. Now, whom is he offering obeisances? Here it is given. Namami, next word is Ishwaram. And what is the translation of Ishwaram? Controller or Supreme Personality of Godhead. And Sanatana Goswami, he translates it as word-to-word meaning. All-powerful, Master of the universe, Master of me, my Master. So, Supreme Personality of Godhead. And in Brahma Samhita, the first shloka, the favorite shloka of all the devotees, Ishvara Parama Krishna Sac-cid-ānanda-Vigraha Anadiradir Govinda Sarva Karana Karanam. You know why it is favorite of all the devotees? Because it is easy. So Ishvara, who is that Param Ishwar? And here Brahma is saying Krishna. Param Ishwar is Krishna. Now, why is he supreme? Let's try to understand that. See, if we analyze our own life, we are dependent on the Lord for everything. Everything we are dependent on the Lord. Some examples from 15th chapter of Bhagavad Gita. So Krishna is telling that I am the sun, I am the moon. Now if you properly analyze, if sun and moon are not there, just imagine our existence. We cannot grow any crops. And if sun is there and moon is not there, that is also a problem. Because Krishna himself is saying that I am the moon, and what I do? I fill the juice in the vegetables and fruits. And many other things which Krishna is telling. Externally, he is manifesting in so many ways just to support all of us, our existence. And then internally, Krishna is saying that I'm Jatar Agni, I'm Agni in the stomach. Okay, someone might say, okay, all fruits and vegetables are there. You cook and eat. What if there is no Agni in the stomach? How will you digest? Very, very basic these are. Very, very basic. Now this is still on the gross platform. That is outside all vegetables and fruits, etc. And inside Agni, digesting the food. But on subtle platform, again in the 15th chapter, Krishna is saying, 15th shloka, Sarvasya chaham hridisanni vishto mattas smritir jnanam apohanam cha. On the subtle platform, we have this thing where Krishna is the one who gives smriti, means remembrance. Then apohanam, forgetfulness, and jnana, knowledge. So Krishna gives this also. So gross platform we are dependent on Krishna. Subtle platform we are dependent on Krishna. Spiritual platform we have no option. Spiritual platform we have no option. It is all the mercy of the Lord by which a devotee can advance in spiritual life, or else there is no way. There is no way. Therefore, it's very, very important to note that's only by the mercy of the Lord we are actually existing on this planet. It's only by the mercy of the Lord we are living. On the gross platform, we are working. On the subtle platform, we are able to render some service on the devotional platform. He's supreme. Without him, nothing will work. Only those people who are mudhas, who don't understand, they will say, no, I don't need God, I am God, and things like that. Another very, very important thing to note is, he is called as Ishvara. Even in Bhagavad Gita 18th chapter, Shloka 61, he says, Ishvara sarva bhutanam riddhesya Arjuna tishtati. He is saying, oh Arjuna, I am there in each and everyone's heart. And what is he doing? He is controlling. So he is the supreme controller, Parameshwara. Now when he is Parameshwara, supreme controller, now the question comes, in Damodar Leela, supreme controller is getting controlled? This is very, very bewildering when it comes to Lord's opposite activities. He is supreme controller, but he is getting controlled by a simple cowherd lady. Suppose it was a big devta or something like that, still understood. We can still digest the fact. But here is some gopika, some very delicate female, a gopi from a village called Vrindavan. She is controlling the supreme controller. Wow, very nice. So very nicely Satyavrat Muni is saying, namāmīśvaram. That Ishvara I pay my obeisance to. And after that, sac-cid-ānanda-rūpam. Now again, this is also very, very important to understand. See, it's very easy to speak and hear some Bal Leela of Krishna. And then we will nicely laugh also, and very nice butter stealing pastimes, and Krishna when he tells lies, and then when he eats mud. It's so very nice. Sometimes it's so hilarious. But then when we understand Krishna's actual position, and then when we hear Krishna Leela, understand Krishna Tattvataha, and then hear Krishna's pastime, then the devotee's heart will throb and his eyes will be wet. That Lord is doing these activities. That will do the mood. Otherwise, it is just manoranjan. But when you understand Krishna Tattvataha, it is Atmaranjan. So either it is entertainment when you don't know about Krishna and hear his pastimes, or when you know about Krishna Tattvataha in truth, and then when you hear, it is Atmaranjan, or it is enlightenment, not entertainment. And when you are enlightened, naturally you are entertained also. Naturally you feel very blissful. So in this way, sac-cid-ānanda. Now Krishna in Bhagavad Gita, he quotes, he's speaking something and he's instructing everyone. Please repeat. Avajananti mamudha manushim tanumāśritah param bhāvam ajananto mama bhūtva maheshwaram. Avajananti mamudha manushim tanumāśritah. Those people who are mudha, those people who are foolish, they are the ones who think that I have taken a human form. That's what he's saying. Those people feel that I have taken a human form, but they don't know that my form is transcendental. Now see, Krishna's form is Chit-Ghan, completely spiritual. Say we have this big lump of sugar, say. Now you bite from any of the side, it will be sweet, same taste. You cut it open, it will be sweet, same taste. You take any particle of that entire lump of sugar, it will be the same. So there is nothing outside as such, there is nothing inside. It's all the same sugar. There is no difference. Similarly, Krishna, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, is Chit-Ghan. There is nothing called as internal of Krishna or external of Krishna. He is completely spiritual. Chit means eternal. Sat means eternal. Chit means full of knowledge. And Ananda means blissful. And here you have to understand, he is eternal, he is all knowledgeable, and third, he is blissful, completely blissful. Anandamayo abhyasat. Krishna is completely blissful personality. And how fortunate we are his part and parcel. So naturally we are also Sat-Chit-Ānanda. But what to do? When we come to this material world and start enjoying this material world, we become Asat, Achit, Nirananda. Asat, we have taken this body. All the time we are in anxiety. Now when will we die? When will we die? We don't ask this question. But we have this thing in the heart. Anytime I can die, anytime I can die. And even if you don't have that feeling, if you attend our classes, you'll get it. Asat, Achit. When it comes to knowledge, we are in ignorance, utter ignorance. When we eat some food, we don't know what is happening inside. Only thing like, see, a small kid, he keeps telling, "Mujhe bhook laga hai, no, I'm hungry, etc., etc." The kid will not know anything, he just cry, and the mother will feed. Ignorance. Similarly, we also are in ignorance. We eat food, and then we don't know what is happening inside. Something will happen, we'll get energy. Again, next time when we feel hungry, again we have to eat. So in this way, we don't know our body only. Ignorance. Therefore, it is described, this body is full of ignorance. And therefore, Bhaktivinoda Thakur says, Sharira avidyajar. This body is network of illusion. Nirananda. Now, if I ask, how many of you are eternally happy? Maybe when we are in the association of devotees hearing Krishna Katha, we are happy if the class is short. Yes, when the kirtan is going on, we are happy. And we are extremely happy when the prasadam plate is in front. But otherwise, Nirananda. You see? And it's very funny that those things which give us happiness, the same thing puts us into suffering. You take any example and you analyze, you'll find this. Therefore, like this, we have this problem. So this body is Asat, Achit, Nirananda, and since we as spirit soul who are sac-cid-ānanda, we start identifying with this body, we think we are also Asat, Achit, Nirananda. See, look at the situation. But this never happens with Supreme Personality of Godhead. He is always Sat, Chit, Ananda, Vigraha. His form is very, very, very beautiful. A very important concept which I like to tell today, since it is in the context. See, when Krishna is performing his pastimes, say Krishna eating mud. Now someone might say, even I ate in my childhood, what's so great about it? Krishna drinking milk and Mother Yasoda feeding milk. So some mother will tell, oh, I did this for my 2 kids. I fed milk, they drank also. So what is so great about the Lord? Brahma Samhita says, Angani yasya sakalendriya vritti manti pashyanti panti kalayanti chiram jaganti ananda chinmaya sadujvala vigrahasya govindamadi purusham tamaham bhajami. So Angani yasya sakalendriya vritti manti. So Krishna, all his different limbs which are fully Sachidananda, all his different limbs can do the activity of any other limb of the body. So Krishna eats through his eyes when you do the offering. He can eat through ears also. He can eat through nose also. He can see through his mouth also. He can do anything with any part of the body. But the most astonishing thing that is there is when he decides that I will eat only through my mouth. I will see only through my eyes. I'll hear only through my ears. That makes Krishna's pastimes astonishing. Oh, that Lord who can do anything from any of his limb. Now he's restricting himself that he'll eat only through his mouth. He'll see only through his eyes. Therefore, it is described, when Krishna does all these pastimes, it is Leela. And when we do all that, like Krishna, it is time pass. So pastime of the Lord and our time pass. So when we hear the pastime of the Lord, we get elevated. And when we do time pass in this world, we get degraded. So in this way we understand that how wonderful the Lord's pastimes are. He might be acting a humanly pastime, but that humanly pastime is very astonishing because that Lord is doing this humanly pastime. Therefore it's very, very astonishing. And when it comes to his Vigraha, very, very beautiful. in 10th canto Srimad Bhagavatam, chapter 29, shloka 40. Gopis are describing the beauty of the Lord. Now see, beauty of a human being can be appreciated by another human being. Yes? So say, a lady is very nicely dressed. So maybe other ladies will glorify. Yes? Or some men might also see and glorify. So human beings will glorify. Yes? But Krishna's beauty, humans glorify. Devi Devtas glorify. Even Cupid, Madan, he falls in love with Krishna's beauty, and therefore he is called, so Lord Krishna is called as Madan Mohan. But here gopis are telling something very astonishing, which Sanatana Goswami quotes in the Digdarshini Tika. Very nice. He says, he is quoting gopis, and gopis are saying, Trailokya saubhagam idam cha niriksha rūpam yad go dvija druma mrigaha pulakanya abhibran. So here gopis are saying, Trailokya saubhagam. He is the most beautiful personality, and his beauty creates auspiciousness in all the three worlds. And then he is saying, Idam cha niriksha rūpam. And when this beautiful form is seen, by whom? Go, cows. Dvija, twice born. But in animals, twice born. Birds. The birds are called as dvija in this category. Why? Because they take birth twice. First they take birth as egg, and then they hatch from the egg. Therefore they are called as dvija. So cows, and then birds, and then the next one that is given is druma. So here the word druma means trees. Trees. And the next one is mriga, that is deer. Now when they see Krishna's beauty, who all? Cow, birds, trees and deer. So what happens, Pulkani. They get pulak in the entire sharira. Goosebumps. They're stunned. Their hairs are standing on end. Just by looking at the beauty of the Lord, just think about it. How beautiful the Lord is. That cows, trees, deer, birds, they are going mad after Krishna's beauty. So how beautiful the Lord will be. That's what gopis are saying. Krishna, it is not just we who are mad after your beauty. Even these mriga, even these animals and trees, sthavara, they are becoming mad behind your beauty. And sometimes I wonder what sin we might have done that we are not getting attracted to the beauty of the Lord, to that beauty which even trees and animals are getting attracted. Therefore it is described that our situation is very contaminated. We are like the iron filings and Krishna is like the magnet. That's what Prahlad Maharaj is saying. Yatha brahmati ayo brahman swayam akarsha sannidho tatame vidyate chetas chakrapani redrichaya. 7th canto, chapter 5. When Shanda and Amarka are asking, where are you getting this devotion from? Where did you learn it from? And he's saying it is natural. And then he is saying, Yatha brahmayati ayo brahman swayam akarsha sannidho. He is saying, the way the iron filings get attracted to the magnet. Similarly, my mind, my heart is getting attracted to Chakrapani, the one who is holding Chakra, the Supreme Personality of Godhead by His will. So naturally, the iron filings get attracted to the magnet. And we are called as iron filings. Lord is called as magnet. So now when we are not getting attracted to the Lord, naturally what living entity will tell is magnet has a problem. Magnet has a problem. But here this verse proves it very clear that magnet is all attractive to such an extent that go, dvija, droma, mriga, they are getting attracted. Then magnet has no problem. Then the iron filings have problem. And it is described when the iron filings are rusted, they don't get attracted to magnet. Similarly, when the living beings are lusted, they will not get attracted to Krishna. So our eyes are completely lusted with sense gratificatory thoughts. What to do? Therefore, it is very much important for all of us that in this month of Kartik, we utilize this glorious opportunity to purify ourselves by more and more devotional service. And when we render more and more devotional service, it is described Krishna is very pleased. Radharani is very pleased. And when they are pleased, it is very, very amazing. Why? Because they are the ones who can bestow mercy onto all of us and cleanse our heart completely. And not just cleansing our heart, they can just infuse and inject Krishna Prem in all our hearts. So this is what they can do. So Kartik month, not even one day we can miss. Forget about one day. Even one moment we cannot waste in Kartik. Very, very glorious. So sac-cid-ānanda-vigraha. So namāmīśvaram sac-cid-ānanda-rūpam. Only first line we have done. We'll do it fast, the next few. Lasat-kun gokule bhrājamanam. yaśodā-bhiyolūkhalād dhāvamānam. parāmr atyantato drutya gopyā. So lasat-kun. Let's talk about that. See, we have got 5 rasas. Yes? What are the 5 rasas? Lowest one is Shantaras, Dasyaras, Sakhyaras, Vatsalyaras, Madhuryaras. So we have these 5 rasas. And it is described that those devotees who are in Dasyaras, they will always glorify the lotus feet of the Lord. Their meditation is always at the lotus feet. And when there are many, many shlokas, like that, in Bhishma Dev's prayers, Bhishma Dev is saying, Charana ratihi paramasya tasya mestu. He is saying that may his lotus feet always remain the object of my attraction. So Bhishma Dev is in Dasya Bhav, and so he is remembering the lotus feet of the Lord. And remembering the lotus feet of the Lord, he is meditating on the lotus feet of the Lord, and he wants that remembrance to be there all the time. So this is what devotees in Dasyaras do. And when it comes to devotees in Vatsalyaras and Madhuryaras, they are the ones who meditate on the lotus face of the Lord. Like the gopis sing, Vrajajanartihan Virayoshita Nijajana Dhvamsanasmita Bhajasakhe Bhava Kinkarismano Jalaruhananam Charu Darshaya. So now the gopis are separated from Krishna in the Rasasthali. And the gopis are saying, last line, Jalaruhananam Charu Darshaya. Oh Lord, please show your beautiful face to us. Their meditation is on the face. And the first line it says, Vrajajanartyan Veera Yoshita. You are the one who removes the distress of all your devotees. Veera Yoshita, you are the hero of all the gopis. Nija Janasmaya Dhvamsanasmita. But when you smile, O Lord, it shatters the pride of all your devotees. Be aware of Krishna's smile. So it is described when Krishna smiles, done. The person becomes stunned. In front of that smile, how can our pride sustain? Not possible. Not possible. In fact, when the gopis come to complain to Mother Yasoda, so at that time, they tell that we make our husband stand at the door so that Krishna and Balram and the entire team don't enter. But the Mother Yasoda asking, so what happens? And then at that time, the gopi is saying, but this Krishna, his smile is so enchanting that they look at our husband and just smile. And when he smiles, it is described that all those men, all those gopas will become stunned. Statue. And Krishna and Balram and the entire team will go from behind, from down. And go and steal all the butter. So their meditation in Vatsalyaras and in Madhuryaras, it's on the face. And here, since the Leela that is going on is very, very intense, Vatsalya pastime that is going on. Because Damodara Leela is all about Mother Yasoda and Krishna. Mother Yasoda is running to catch Krishna, Krishna is running and she catches Krishna. All that is going on. And in this particular section, we will also see that how Mother Yasoda is feeding milk and how Krishna is drinking milk and how her love is increasing by seeing Krishna smile. All that we will see. So it's all Vatsalya Leela. So since Satyavrat Muni is describing Vatsalya Leela, he is also getting the effect of Vatsalya Bhav, and he is directly going to the face of Krishna, and that too the kundal of Krishna. That is lasat kundalam, the kundals are moving, the earrings are moving. So directly the focus is on the face of the Lord. So this is one of the reasons. Another very important reason, I was hearing His Grace Amrendra Prabhu. He was making this very wonderful point. So lasat kundalam also goes on to say that Krishna's earrings, they are moving. See now when he is straight, like all of you are straight, so in kundal will not move. It's straight. You look around here, there and up, down, and then kundal will move. For brahmachari, shikha moves. So kundal is moving. So that shows balya chapalta of Krishna. Very chanchal. Now he's looking here, suddenly look there, they're running around, walking around. Therefore lasat kundalam. So kundala moving. Third reason, very nicely it is described that when he is walking, kundal will just move. It will not swing. It will move. When you walk a little bit, it will move. It will not swing. But when it is swinging, it means Krishna is running. And it is described that Shukadeva Goswami has not spoken about Krishna's running pastime. This is the first time he is speaking about that. And lasat kundalam points to that Leela where Krishna for the first time has started or he has learned the art of running. And therefore he is running. And lasat kundalam. Yes? Very nice, no? Lasat kundalam. So in this way we see that Krishna's earrings are moving to and fro and they are touching the cheeks. And one of our Acharya, he says, the kundal, they are so happy and they are so attracted by Krishna's cheeks. Again and again they go and kiss the cheeks of Krishna. Again and again they do that. So lasat kundalam. Next line. Lasat kundalam gokule bhrājamanam. So it is described that the entire Gokul, if we go to the word-to-word meaning of gokule bhrājamanam, it is described. Bhrājamanam means splendidly manifested in Gokul. This is not Braja, this is Brajamanam, is Bhrājamanam. So when we sing also, it has to be sung like that, Bhrājamanam. So splendidly manifested in Gokul. So now this Gokul is very, very special. This is the place where Krishna performs his various pastimes. And it is described that this entire Gokul, that is there, is filled with love for Krishna. It's very nice to say the mood of Vrajavasis. Maybe in one of the sessions in our Kartik series, we will try to understand the mood of Vrajavasis. For all the elderly, motherly gopis who are present there, for them, their kid comes second, first comes Krishna. Specifically, I would like to point out Kaliya pastime. So when Kaliya pastime was going on and when Krishna jumped in that lake to catch Kaliya, to subdue him, it is described that there were bad omens which were there. Thunderings and there were animals which were crying and all that. So all the gopis immediately, now see, all the gopas and Krishna, they've all gone for herding the cows. Now none of them are there, in Braj, in Vrindavan. So now, as soon as there were bad omens, all the elderly gopis, they start searching for Krishna. Where is Krishna? Where is Krishna? Are your son is also not there? Your son is also not there. And whom are you searching for? You're searching for Krishna. Therefore, it is called as the mood of Braja, where Krishna is the center. That is the difference between Brajavasis and us. For Brajavasis, everything comes later. First comes Krishna. And for us, everything comes first. And then comes Krishna. And the day when this entire equation changes and when Krishna comes first and then come the other entities in our life, then we can say that, okay, somewhat we have become qualified to enter Braja, to enter Sri Vrindavan Dham. Therefore, it's very, very important that we should always see what's our priorities in life. Is it Krishna or is it something else? And here we understand very clearly the entire Gokula is filled with love for Krishna. Love for Krishna. Therefore, it is very, very important that in this loving place, Krishna is performing his lasat-kundalam pastime. He's running around the entire Gokula and he's performing his wonderful pastimes. So, first two lines, namāmīśvaram sac-cid-ānanda-rūpam lasat-kundalam gokule bhrājamanam. Now, last two lines. yaśodā-bhiyolūkhalād dhāvamānam parāmr atyantato drutya gopyā. yaśodā-bhiyolūkhalād dhāvamānam. Now it is said dhāvamānam. Who is running? Krishna is running. And why is he running? So here it is described that he is running away from the wooden grinding mortar. That is ulukhalād. He is running away from the wooden grinding mortar. And then also it is described that, okay, he is running from wooden grinding mortar. Why? And the answer is yaśodā-bhiyā. He is fearful of Yasoda. Specifically in the Shastra, especially Srimad Bhagavatam, when this pastime is described, when he started running, when he was sitting on the wooden grinding mortar and he was feeding butter to all the monkeys. And Mother Yasoda, she was there in the kitchen, she comes and she sees the butter everywhere in the hall, and then she sees the butter footprint going into the room. All intelligent personality left the clue. And the first investigator or the first CID, Mother Yasoda, the job was very easy. And instead of holding the magnifying glass, she took the stick and keeping the stick behind, and then she started walking and seeing the footprints, where the footprints are going. Now what happened is, Krishna is looking on the other side and monkeys are there, he is feeding the monkeys, and Mother Yasoda is coming from behind. And all the monkeys, they were able to see Mother Yasoda. They were able to see the stick also. Krishna very well knew, today I am going to get beatings. He very well knew for the activity that he had done. But then he was trying his best to be confident and doing his activities very nicely. So it is described that when Mother Yasoda came with the stick, all the monkeys, they started loudly shouting. And Krishna got to know, she has come. No, someone. Because that day, Rohini was not there at home, Balram was not there at home. It was only Krishna and Mother Yasoda and the maid servants. And he understood that who has come. It is described without seeing behind who is that. Krishna jumped and started running. After going to certain extent, then he looked behind who is that. Krishna. Just imagine that Supreme Personality of Godhead, whom even fear also fears. That personality is becoming fearful of the Lord. And now another very important thing, someone might say, maybe Krishna is acting. His Supreme Personality of Godhead, fear personified fears him. Maybe he is acting. So Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur says, he is actually fearful. He is actually fearful. He is fearful because he is completely dipped in this wonderful pastime of Vatsalya Leela of Yasoda Manya. So in this way we understand very clearly that how Krishna is fearful, Yasodā-bhiyā, and he is running away from Ukhal. He jumped from the Ukhal and he started running from Ukhal. Yes. And since he is running so fast, lasat-kundal is happening. Now let's go to the next line. Parāmr atyantato drutya gopyā. Now for us, it might not be very astonishing because we are not realized souls. But for the realized souls, it is very, very astonishing. They keep pondering on this topic. How is it that Someone ran behind Krishna and they caught Krishna. How is it possible? Please repeat Brahma Samhita Shloka. Panthastu koti shatavatsara sampragamyo vayo ratha api manaso muni pungavana sopyasti yat prapadasimnya vichintya tatve. Okay. I was looking at everyone's face. Are you able to chant or not? Okay. Sopyasti yat prapada simnya vichintya tatve govindamadi purusham tamaham bhajami. Last line is very nice, right? And why is it nice? So here it is said, Panthastu koti shatavatsara sampragamyo vayo rathapi manaso muni pungavanam. It is described that even if these yogis, they travel with the speed of the mind, still they cannot catch. You know what they cannot catch? The Supreme Lord is too big. They cannot catch the effulgence coming from the tip of the toenail of Krishna. So when these great authors, realized souls, associates of the Lord, acharyas, when they say Yasoda ran and she caught, these great yogis, they are not able to catch Krishna by their mind. But not catching Krishna, catching the effulgence coming from the tip of the toenail of Krishna. That also they are not able to. Yasoda? And who is Yasoda? She is just a gopi. Just an elderly gopi. Another very nice pastime. When Kalyavan, when Jarasandha got all these different Yavanas, Kalyavan was there. And Kalyavan, he was there to attack Krishna. He was there on the chariot, Krishna was there on the chariot. Now Krishna has his own style of fighting. No one can understand Krishna's style of fighting. No one can understand Krishna's style of giving mercy also. It is described that if you are sitting for prasad and say Krishna is serving, you all are sitting with the plate, say all of us sitting with the plate, in line we all are sitting. Krishna will serve the first person there, suddenly he'll go in between, suddenly go to the last person, suddenly comes third, fourth, and then go to 8th, 10th, then go to 99 and then 100. You will never know what sequence he follows. Unique style. And the best part is, you cannot ask him why you're doing this. You cannot say, after him I was supposed to get prasad, why did you go there? You cannot ask. So Krishna's unique style of doing various leelas are amazing. And now when Kalyavan is ready, see Kshatriyas, when they are ready, their hands itch to fight. They are ready with the arrows and bows and everything. And here Krishna keeps all the weapons on the chariot. He gets down from the chariot and coolly starts walking. And Kalyavan is like, what nonsense is this? I'm ready. And it's a Kshatriya etiquette that if the opponent is not on the chariot, you can also not be on the chariot. You also have to get down. So Kalyavan got down and he started running. He started running behind Krishna, but Krishna is still walking in the same style. He's aram-se is walking. And Kalyavan, who is young, who is a Kshatriya, who has got a lot of energy, he is running. To full extent he is running. And Krishna is walking. Aram-se. No tension. And in that also, Kalyavan was not able to come close to Krishna. Coming to the pastime of Damodar Leela. Kalyavan was young. Mother Yasoda is old. Kalyavan is a Kshatriya. Mother Yasoda is simple gopi. And he is described, Mother Yasoda's body was hefty. Shukadeva Goswami describes, she was very hefty, very healthy. Now she is running. Kalyavan was running with full speed. Now Mother Yasoda, how much she can run? And in Kal Yavan's pastime, Krishna is walking. And here Krishna is running. And that too it is described that there Krishna is walking coolly. Ha, chal dekha jayega, you come. But then when it comes to this pastime, Krishna is running with full speed. And this speed is out of fear. Looking behind and running more. Looking behind and running more. It is described sometime he would stop. Look behind, again start running. So in this way, Krishna is running. And Mother Yasoda is also running behind. And there Kal Yavan is running. Krishna is walking. Kal Yavan couldn't catch Krishna. But here, simple gopi, she caught Krishna. And the Acharya is like, you caught it? You caught him. You caught the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Therefore, it is described that this great personality, Mother Yasoda, we cannot describe her glories. Because her love is so great that her love runs behind Krishna and catches Krishna. And rest of the pastime, we know that how by her love, he was ready to get bound also, even when he is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. So in this month of Kartik, when we are singing the first stanza, I think you'll need 1 hour to meditate on. namāmīśvaram sac-cid-ānanda-rūpam lasat-kun gokule bhrājamanam yaśodā-bhiyolūkhalād dhāvamānam parāmr atyantato drutya gopyā. So Krishna is caught. In this month of Kartik, Krishna makes him easily himself available to all the devotees. And is telling, see, my mother caught me. See, my mother caught me. See, personal pastimes of the Lord should be kept personal, no? Why is he making it public? So I was hearing this, that Krishna is making it public because he's advertising. She did it. You can also do. You can also catch me. I'm ready. I'm ready to run. You also be ready. You catch me. But then only thing is, you can catch me only by love. You cannot catch me by anything else. And this month of Kartik, which is the month of Srimati Radharani, it is described that her love cannot be compared to anyone. Her love is condensed form of love. And she is the topmost devotee. And if this topmost devotee showers her mercy onto us, showers her blessings onto us in this auspicious month, we also have the opportunity to catch Krishna. And like Bilvamangal Thakur said, he is telling that I will catch you and imprison you in the heart. And this heart is very dark of ignorance. Basically, Bilvamangal Thakur is saying that, oh Lord, I want you to stay eternal in my heart. And our heart, which is very, very dark, filled with ignorance, when Krishna enters, then what happens? It becomes effulgent. And when the heart becomes effulgent, it is described that all our ignorance is removed. And all those realizations which we have, which we need, which I spoke in the start of the class, all those realizations will manifest automatically. And all those realizations will drive us in our Krishna consciousness till our last breath. No realizations, devotee will feel everything to be monotonous. And today morning I was sharing in Bhakti Shastri class that realizations are gifts. Those are not just you can purchase it from somewhere. Realizations are gifts. And these gifts can be given whoever has it. Krishna se tumhar, Krishna dete par, tumhara shakti ache. So Krishna se tumhar, Krishna dete par. So only that person who has Krishna can give us Krishna. He has Shakti also to give Krishna. Therefore, those personalities who have the realizations, who have Rati attachment towards Krishna and Radharani, the ones who have Krishna Prem, they can actually give it to us. We cannot get it, we cannot buy it. And those gifts they'll be eager to give when we are following in their footsteps, when we are pleasing them. And Srila Prabhupada is eager to give it to all of us. He has made it very much available to all of us in his books. And it's described that the Bhaktivedanta purports are nothing but the spiritual ecstasies of A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. Anyone who reads these verses, these purports, especially now in the month of Kartik, will get a lot of benefit. Therefore, in the month of Kartik, I request all of you, today is day 1, try your best to go through the books of Srila Prabhupada and grow in your spiritual life. Just by reading Srila Prabhupada's books, we are proving it to Srila Prabhupada, Prabhupada, I am sincere. I am not qualified, but I am sincerely trying to do something. You said, read my book, distribute my books, I am doing that. And when we sincerely follow the instruction of Guru, Guru is very pleased. And when he is pleased, Yasya prasadad Bhagavad prasado. Then when he is pleased, Krishna is pleased. And Krishna is pleased, what else remains that is impossible for a devotee? He will shower his blessings, he will shower his mercy. So this entire month of Kartik is a big sale to please Lord Shri Krishna, because he himself has said, whoever observes this month of Kartik, I am very pleased, I am attracted to that devotee. So requesting all of you, meditate on the first verse and try to go deeper in the month of Kartik. Thank you very much. Śrī Dāmodarāṣṭakaṁ ki, Śrī Śrī Radha Damodar ki, Śrī Vrindavan Dham ki, Jagat Guru Śrīla Prabhupada ki.